How are you doing?
I'm fine.
How are you doing?
Good. Tired, but good.
Okay, good. Well, Nick, the people kindly request the other bits of Devil May Cry for you after Bury the Light.
Was it kind, though?
They requested. That's all I will say.
Very well.
But
You're granted permission by the council. I will listen to your...
presented by David Attenborough.
Presented by David. Look at this lovely creature.
This is not marvelous.
This is Subhuman.
By in Devil May Cry 5. This is Dante's theme in game, and this one's a little more divided. People either love or really, really hate this song.
Okay.
I never hear any in between. I just hear that they go, yeah, that's my favorite song. No, this is the worst song from the game. It doesn't fit Dante. It's horrible, blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
So,
okay, well, I hope I don't hate it.
Um,
Sorry, guys, if I hate it.
Yeah,
I think I will.
I don't think I've even ever listened to it, to be honest. I never got to Dante's section of Devil May Cry 5. I only got up to these later sections. And yeah, that was about it, so... Just jump into this?
So That's rough.
Story of my life, bro.
I just wanted my nachos. I just wanted the nachos, Ken.
You know it can't be that simple for you. You have to suffer. 1,000-year dungeon. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. What?
So, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. Ah.
Okay, Gucci. This one's a first for me. Oh, and there's the lyrics.
Okay. Music by Cody Matthew Johnson.
So this is someone else. Oh. That's not what I was expecting.
Kind of sounds like the guy from In Flames.
Kinda.
Definitely. Very similar.
Michael Barr.
Michael Barr. Oh. Michael Barr. Hang on. I'm gonna look up Michael Barr real quick. I'm still listening. The song is good. Ugh.
Way heavier than I expected.
Yeah, this is heavier than
This feels way different from the other two.
Hopeless Virgil's soundtrack sounded. This one's more like action-y, which makes sense because it's Dante.
This one feels more.
He's kind of funny too. You know, like he's kind of a jokester. So,
Yeah.
no, I'd say it fits. Absolutely. There's some crazy noises happening right now. Oh, I haven't even looked up Michael Barr. Yikes. Apologies.
Oh.
Oh, that part was pretty cool. That was pretty dang. He seriously sounds like the guy from In Flames. Huh.
Suicide Silence. Huh. It's a lot more of a raw sound.
Yeah, it's more like chaotic sounding than less melodic than the other one, which I can't get over. I know this vocalist for sure. He's someone. I know it. Can't place who. It's killing me. I like this song though.
Yeah, you're right about it being chaotic.
It sounds like the old deathcore band I was in, where I played bass and did vocals.
Oh,
It literally sounds just like those guys. Who will not be named?
lyrics seem kind of spot on, I guess.
It's a long song.
Yeah.
Very long.
Bury the Light was long.
Oh, does the combat last 7 minutes?
I mean,
Maybe like during a boss battle or something?
well, in game the combat, it just depends.
Depends on how good or bad you are. My combat would
I mean,
probably
yeah.
last. Oh my god. Dude.
They do loop the songs. It's got some nice.
It's just a metal, like, it just goes. It's just kind of stays right there, you know? I like the shredding. The guitar shredding is cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to soak it in, you know what I mean?
I don't think it's bad.
These, I will say about these metal tracks, right? Sometimes they can be very interesting, and sometimes they can just kind of stay the same the whole time. But this one's good. There's, like, some dynamic switches. Kind of like amping it up right now versus, like, some of the other parts. It does really stick with that same beat
Yeah.
the whole way through. That riff, it always comes back, which is always nice. You know, when you have a riff that, you know, is something familiar in the song, the people are like, oh yeah, that riff's sick. Have you heard the riff from this? Yeah, it's like that. This is good. It's not something I would make, but that's just me, and that's just fine. It's like it's kind of grungy, almost like grindcore, almost.
Yeah.
Very grindy. Grindy. Grande. I can see why the people were mixed on this one, honestly. Because Virgil's song is so good. This song is also good. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying. Whoever did Casey and Vic. Is that his name? Victor Borba?
Yeah.
Victor?
Victor.
Yeah. They did not have to go that hard on that song. They did that for us. What's this band? Is it just one guy that did the music? Or is it a band?
I mean, the other songs was Casey Edwards and Victor Borbo, like you said, but this one is...
So this one's two different guys.
Yeah.
So I thought this one was Casey Edwards on the music. No, this is Cody Matthew Johnson. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look it up right now because we're doing a video. But Barr. What was that guy's name? Michael Barr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is he?
Um,
Michael Barr. Whoa. Suicide Silence with Michael Barr. Oh, instead of Eddie.
is that right?
He's not. He must be a new guy. He must be from something else. What is he from? He's gonna be in Suicide Silence. X Volumes vocal. Yeah, that makes so much sense. I knew who he was.
Okay.
Volumes? Ah. Hang on.
I can't say I'm familiar with that one.
His voice. Okay, now we're back.
Alright.
After searching for so long, we finally found out that Michael Barr, I knew this, but I had to be sure so I didn't sound like an idiot. But Michael Barr was on Via, which was dope album from Volumes. I used to listen to that when I'd go play basketball in this place that is near me that I can't tell you for security reasons. But yeah, he was on Via, and that album is widely regarded, at least among people I know, as one of the better Volumes albums. It's so good. It's good.
A sparkling endorsement.
Dude, Via changed my life. I was like, this... You didn't even know that's what you needed. You're like, oh, that's what I need. Via.
Sounds pretty accurate. But, I'd have to say that, yeah, I can see why that song was so divided compared to the rest.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna talk crap on it, but it's definitely weaker than Virgil's song, because Virgil's song had like so many more elements to it. The actual song, like, it's hard to say this without sounding like really pretentious, and I'm so sorry about that. But like, the song with Victor Borba and Casey was like, there was like the dynamics were doing like this. Like there was low points, there was high points, there was quiet points, there was really loud points, there was really big points, there was really small points, and it was just like a more dynamic song than that one that we just listened to.
So
that one's still a good song though. Like the metal riff, like I listen to stuff like that all the time, but I don't think it was as musically interesting as the other one.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see like why people are divided on that. I think it's a good song, but I definitely can see why they're like, bro, I get it. Like Victor Borba, that was nuts. The vocal performance was, it was just like, I don't know. It was good. They were both good in their own way. The riff on, what's this song called again? Subhuman. The riff on there was pretty gnarly though. The guitar tone was pretty good. It just kind of was a little bit monotonous. But that's okay. That's okay. Right? Not talking crap. I respect him as a musician. Not my favorite though. Not my favorite song we've listened to thus far. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. I'm just giving my opinion.
To me, what I got out of that song was raw, chaotic, really chaotic, and yeah, it just had more of a distinct metal sound compared to the other two, which those were using a lot of synths and
this one combined. Like the beat didn't really change up that much. That's what kind of got me, was it would just kept like on the same like beat the whole time, and that's kind of where I lost it. And that's, I don't know if that's just from like doing music all the time or what, but yeah. But it was, I think they were both still like really good songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset if that was, like if I was the game person and that was the song that they had for Dante, I'd be like, yeah, that.
I don't know if it really, I guess it did actually fit them lyrically and sound-wise.
The sound I thought fit Dante because Dante's kind of like this jokester kind of, so it made sense that his would be more chaotic because Dante is like a more chaotic character than Virgil. Virgil's more like even keeled, I guess you'd say. Like he's more like serious and like grounded.
Yeah.
Versus Dante's like, you know.
He's like chaotic good.
Yeah, he's like doing crazy stuff. Like he's like a daredevil. So it makes sense. It makes sense. So, yeah.
I could see it. Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't think it was bad.
No.
I don't think it was bad at
No,
all.
not a bad song at all.
But
not my favorite. Just not my favorite. Not bad. Just not my favorite.
if I'm playing the game and hearing that, I'll be jamming.
I'll be jamming anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have any problems with that one really.
It's a good one.
So there you go. That's Subhuman in a nutshell.
if we just do this beat, we're good. And I'm like, no, there's so much more to it than that, bro. There's so many different things you can do, even in metal. Oh, just so sorry.
So it's safe to say that the song was actually a hot steaming pile of turds.
It kind of, yeah, it kind of sucked. Like, if we're going off musicality,
There was no substance.
if I was a producer, I'd be like, no,
Throw it back in the garbage.
throw it away. Yeah, and I'd be like, no, not this. What? I could make that in my basement right now. Right now, I can make something sound real
10
close
times
to that.
better.
Real close. I mean, that to do that would be easy. Bro, I just keep the same steady beat and then just do a riff over it. That's all I did. That's what I hate about it. Like the one with Victor Borba was so just like there was so much going on. There was like guitar solos and stuff, and he was singing beautifully, and there was like screaming and like fucking heavy ass guitars. It was just a better song. I was like, dude, they killed it on Virgil's song, man.
Yeah, his had ranges in every respect.
Yeah,
that
like
flowed together so well.
so much happening. That song was like big in every direction, and I loved that. Honestly, that was just a really fucking good song.
Yeah, Casey had both of his songs. I thought Devil Trigger was amazing, and then I thought Bury the Light was like, okay, I didn't know how you could top that, but you topped it.
It could be the producing. Like I don't know who produced either of those. If it says music by, if that's the guy that produced it, then he did a really piss poor job of making the song be quieter and louder in some points. Because there's this thing that you do when you're mixing a song, and it's just a slight thing, and probably no one ever notices it. But you know why the choruses always sound like they punch you in the face when they come in? It's because they literally just turn the volume up a little bit on the chorus, and then it slowly goes back down to normal volume as the chorus plays, like a couple seconds afterwards. But when the chorus comes, it's like, BAM! And then it just kind of, then it sets back into the normal volume. And that song, so what happened was the volume just was kind of like this. Like there was no like ups or
There was so much happening at once during that song that it was overwhelming.
the like digital sound.
And it sounded like it was all, just like one layer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what kind of made it boring. And I was like, but I didn't want to like shit on this guy. Like, Jesus, man. Like, I haven't made a
I don't think the vocalist was bad.
You don't think he was?
I don't think his vocals were bad.
No, his voice was fine. He, like I said, he said that's the guy from fucking Volumes. He was dope.
Yeah, it's just the music
trash
itself.
beat. The music was not fitting because that
I
guy
guess
from
if I am playing the game and I'm hearing that in the background, just metal, then sure, yeah,
like it wouldn't.
I'll dig
bother
it.
me as much. But if I'm just listening to it as a song, it's like it's
That's
just
not
kind of
something
a
that could be done standalone with
It's
no visual or nothing to accompany the senses with it.
nothing like stimulating in the term. Because if I heard it while I'm killing demons, then I don't fucking care. Like, yeah, put it on.
Like,
You
sure,
know, it's just like white noise while I'm shooting stuff, or in this case, swinging my sword around.
yeah. But in that one, doing that solo,
Yeah, that listening to it as a standalone.
thinking on it again, it was just too. Sometimes even the guitar was getting drowned out. It sounded like just by was all the sound that they were throwing on top of it.
The like digital noises didn't really do much for the. They tried, but they didn't do much for the like musicality of that song.
Yeah.
The vocalist was about he's got the creds. I mean, he did fucking Via. That was a hugely successful metal album. That was one of the peaks of like when like gent and metalcore really started to like come on the scene. So Via was it stood out. I mean, they broke out of their fucking scene with that album.
Yeah. Did you get that out of your system?
God, I don't want to listen to one that's controversial like that anymore because I'm just gonna hate it.